And once you have faith, you can overcome any kind of problem. And not only that, we sing a chorus in our churches. Christ is a vessel. He rides upon the storm. And that's exactly what God gives the grace for women to do, to ride the storms of life. Let me give some examples. For example, I've known situations where you look in the house and the woman is the head of the home, the man's not there. My wife and I have a friend that she's the head of the home, and when I went to her house, half of the house was standing, that at that time she built half of her house and they're there. And she had to talk with me one day. The first thing she told me is that her husband, now she wasn't married to him, but they had children. She said he was a very wicked man. I listened. And she gave a detailed account of wicked acts he did against her and the children over the years. The children were small. What I remember quite well is the fact that he came to the home and they had a disagreement, and he tipped all the water she had in the house and wet the whole house down and then left. So the children were there, but the place was swept. He did not care. I listened to that and asked myself the question, what kind of human being does that to his children? But that's just to tell you that there are people out there who are wicked. But you know what I admire about this woman? She was a woman of faith. Every Sunday, she took her children to her church. She's a Catholic. And they go to church on Sunday, not missing. So they have morning and they have evening. And she have them there on weekends. They go to the church. They pray. Yes, fast. And I saw a beautiful house standing there now. She's still there. Children grow over the years. And they have built a beautiful house for her. But she is still praising her God. I said all of this to tell you, no matter what you are experiencing, never give up on God. And there are mothers who are experiencing a lot. One would have thought that when you see people in beautiful homes, and maybe two cars, because husband may have his own car, wife have her own car, you may get the impression that everything is all right. That's the outside impression because you're looking outside, from outside looking. When you get in now, what do you discover? They don't have the love that you assume they have. They don't have time for each other as they should. And therefore their life is actually like on a standstill. No happiness. But mother, you have to steer the ship. And that's why you're so wonderful. Because you take all the pressure. You steer the ship and not try to get it to your children. You don't want the children to know what you're going through. And sometimes you hide well for years until they come to the point in life where they start picking up because they're getting more experience and they're getting wiser and they realize what you're going through. So you really have to thank God for mothers that pray in the midst of the troubles. But you see, when you know the worth of prayer, no matter how the trouble comes, you go to your God. You have the belief in your heart that God who hears in secret, reward me openly. I said this because too many people leave impressions, and these impressions are false. They live so good, they live so loving. That's for the camera. But that's how it is now behind the cameras. Many people pass you here, pass you there, and my God, when you watch them, you feel they're so happy. Happy. I love the chorus that tells us happiness is to know the Savior. Having a change in my behavior. Happiness is the Lord. When you know Christ, no matter what you go through, He gives you His peace. Yes. And you can be happy. Amen. You know, I feel sorry sometimes when I hear of the troubles in different parts of our island. And when I hear of the killings here and killings there, you know, these troubles, all of these things. And sometimes we ask the questions, what do the people want? But if you give them all the money you have, many still will be happy. If you give them all the produce that you can probably get from the fields, many of them will not be happy. You know what men really need? Men need God. When the Spirit of God comes into your life, He brings to you that peace, His peace, a peace that passeth all understanding. So it doesn't matter how your neighbor treats you or how they look at you, they can't disturb that peace. Nothing can. That peace is sure. That peace is from God. So mothers, pray. I've seen children separated from their mothers, and I try to understand why. Well, I hear a lot of reasons why. Let me say this to everybody. I was separated from my mother at a very small, tender age. What it does to people like me? Well, for one thing, that tenderness, hug and kiss from mommy wasn't there. Of course, my stepmother came in and she did her part. But my mother and I we were like strangers in my mind. So now we're in the city in Port Spain, my stepmother and myself. And my mother, she come in the market. Those are Charlotte Street, was the real market. And my mother will come through, and my stepmother will say, Everest, look your mother. And she said, Everest boy, how you going? It's all right. It's okay. She got away. But my father insists that some days we have to go, my sister and I, to our mother's home, and share, you know, just be with her, visit her. But she had other children, they knew us, but we lived apart. Fortunately for us, my father was a man of prayer. Over in his life after a while. So he was insistent that we go to church and we, you know, the religious part of life. And of course, I know who my mother was, I could go visit, but still it felt like a stranger. Now if that happened to me so long ago, she's dead now. I'm 73 and I can remember that. What about those young ones today who are better school? They have so much counsel given to them by ministers and by other counselors, how they should live. And they have training institutions of learning where they have this degree and that degree, and they know everything that when they talk to you, they have it all made. When you look at them, the same thing that happened so long ago, repeating itself. They want to break up with their husband, they're not happy, they're this, they're that, they're that. What about the children? By God's grace, I'm the only preacher in my mother's children. But that's by His grace. You think everything she ever thought in her life that she'd have a preacher? No. I remember going, in my mother's presence, we talking, people coming, Auntie, who is he? She said, that's my son. They say, oh, the priest. Yeah. So I come like, I'm talking to my own mother, and questions are being asked, who is he? They don't know me. I said, look at that. Let me say this. This question about motherhood is a serious thing. And I will tell all of you men, before you think about having children with any woman, make sure you're concerned about them. If you are not concerned about them, leave them alone. And life is so precious. And a woman is a precious being. Very precious. Brother, when you find a person in your life, your whole life changes for the better. It could be for the worse too. Or how you make it. Now let me say adult is here. Now, there are some ladies who will quarrel holding. But sometimes stand the man come home, all quarrel stop. So she quarreled with all the neighbors, but she never quarreled when he's home. It have some quarrel whether you go home or you're home. What do? She may quarrel for a while, but leave her alone. Don't try to damage her, leave her alone. When she finished quarrel, you tell her what you want to eat. You might even have to tell her. She said, I know he liked you with aloo today. I'll fix that for him. I know he want melange tomorrow. I'll fix that for him. She have your meals already planned. And when you come to get a loving meal, you get a nice drink, and she speaks so beautifully. Treat her well. We can't agree on everything, but we can agree on a lot of things. I learned from experience. Look, men take care of your women. Now if you have 10, I don't know, you're in trouble. Out here, our law guarantees us, we have one. This man I read about kind of had 2, right? But here in Trinidad, 1 is okay. Take care of your woman. The woman who you marry. And take care of the children in your raise. So when they come home and say, Mommy, you can smile to you, sit in the corner and watch them with their mother. It was a joy to watch my daughters and deal with their mother. She may quarrel with them, she may, whatever she has to do. And I may be in the corner just laughing away. Mother and daughter. When they're done with that, they're done with that. I don't have to get in. But you know, you can hardly understand that love until something happens. Next month, 29th, will be 50 years since my wife and I have been married. Did we pass through the best schools of counseling? No. Did both of our parents had to come down with all the great learnings? No. What they did, they told us, we love each other, keep